Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Nicole and I want to invite you to come along on my journey in creating my jewelry design business. Throughout this video, you will notice that I'm a complete amateur in design. However, I'm determined and motivated to learn 3D, and I'm very excited to document this process with you. This printer here is the original Prusa i3 MK3S kit. Here I'm showing you the assembly manual. It is over 130 pages, however it's articulated very clearly and it was super easy to follow along. Despite this long instruction manual, there were gummy bears included, which made me very happy, and I definitely thought this was a nice touch. Once you have built and calibrated your printer, you can go onto the Prusa website and download the drivers, along with the Prusa slicer, which will be vital in creating your print and exporting a G-code, which I will show you next. Over here in the print setting category, you can choose the thickness of your filament. Since we're going to be printing out a ring today, I'll place the print settings at 0.05 to ensure that it prints smoothly. Next, I'll choose the filament PLA, just because that's the material we're going to be using to print. The next step will be to open your 3D file into the Prusa slicer to make our G-code file for print. We will also ensure that there are no imperfections. Here is a simple 3D file that I will be printing today. You can either make your own 3D model in a software or download one online and import it into the Prusa slicer. I've personally been using an app called Shaper 3D to make my models and airdrop them right to my computer, but you can use anything you want. The settings on the Prusa slicer will allow you to position the model onto the bed to ensure that, again, there's no imperfections and it will print out properly. This is super simple to use, and it only took me a few minutes to kind of get the idea of how to use the Prusa slicer. The next step is to slice the 3D model. For those who don't know, a slicer is a program that converts digital 3D models into printing instructions for a printer to build an object. In addition to the model itself, the instructions contain 3D printing parameters, such as the layer height, the speed, and support structure settings. Now we will export the G-code to our Prusa SD card, which we will then eject and insert right to the printer. Before I print, I start preheating the bed. I will then select Print from SD card and choose the file that I created. Sometimes I tune the printer by changing the settings to make sure it sticks to the bed. I usually change the bed settings from 60 to 70, and I sometimes change the speed from 100% to 80%, but these are just personal preferences. It is extremely important to clean the bed every time you print to make sure it sticks properly to the bed, and there's no buildup of filament. It is recommended to use 80% alcohol, but I could only get my hands on to 70% at the moment. I will then spray the bed evenly with alcohol, and then use glue as an extra layer of adhesive on the bed. This one came with the kit, but you can use any stick glue. I use this because I had some issues in the past with the filament not sticking, and I find that this really helps. I will then spray a little more alcohol and wipe away any residue on the bed for a clean print. I typically use paper towel, and you can use that or a cloth, but I find that this works the best. You can see that the printer is fully heated because the filament is coming through the nozzle. Now we're ready to print. The original Prusa i3 MK3S Plus, I think I got that right, is labeled one of the best 3D printers in 2020. It's sturdy, the print quality is great, and there's a very enthusiastic and helpful community. It also includes auto calibration and has crash detection. What I personally found interesting is that you can pause and restart prints very easily. And above all, it's really cool to watch the process. This print took approximately 10 minutes and came out pretty smoothly. Now for the fun part. I'll show you what I've printed so far. As I mentioned previously, I am a complete newbie to 3D, so my designs are very simplistic and plain because I'm still learning the 3D software. My very first ring printed out was pretty much halfway on the heat bed and halfway in the air. As you can see here, it's atrocious and I was very disappointed, but I guess you learn as you go. That is my second ring that I printed out. Still not good at all, but I've been playing with the print settings and getting a little bit better each time I print. So don't get discouraged if it doesn't turn out how you want the first time around, or the second, or the third. This ring I got a little deeper with by creating indentations for gems. Next week I'll make a video of the gems that I have and how I plan on using them. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more content relating to 3D printing and jewelry design. I hope to see you guys next week and thank you for watching. Bye!